Lamatujime and watching on Bill TV's Prime Time. MEA Secretary West C.B. George on Wednesday outlined Prime Minister Narendra Modi's upcoming visit to Europe and participation in the G7 summit scheduled from June 14 to 18. Addressing a media briefing, George said the Prime Minister's tour will cover 3 destinations in France and include participation in key engagements during the G7 summit. He noted that on June 16 and 17, Prime Minister Modi will take part in the outreach session of the summit alongside leaders of other invited countries, providing an opportunity to discuss pressing global challenges and strengthen international cooperation on issues of mutual interest.
Welcome again to Ministry of External Affairs. Thank you for joining us for this special briefing ahead of what is expected to be a highly productive and wide-ranging visit by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to Europe and his participation in the G7 summit. The visit spans the period of 14 to 18 June and covers 3 destinations in France: Nice, Evian and Paris, and Slovakia. I will now take you through each leg of the visit in some detail. I will start with G7 in Evian. At the invitation of the Honorable President of the French Republic, Mr. Emmanuel Macron, Honorable Prime Minister will be traveling to Evian, France to participate in the 52nd G7 summit, which is to be held from 15 to 17 June, where India has been invited as a partner country. The visit will provide an opportunity for the Honorable Prime Minister to engage with world leaders present at the G Summit on issues of importance to India as well as to the global South. This will be India's 13th participation at the G7 Summit and Prime Minister Mr. Modi's 7th consecutive participation at the summit. On 16 and 17 June, the days dedicated to outreach sessions of the G7 summit, the Prime Minister will participate alongside other invited countries. The discussions will broadly focus on the renewal of international partnerships and development solidarity, fostering shared and balanced growth, and effective and efficient rollout of artificial intelligence. India's regular participation at the G7 summits reflects the increasing recognition of India's role and contributions in addressing global challenges relating to peace, security, development, and environmental sustainability. Also at the G7, as in other international forums, including the G20 and the OAS of Global South Summit, India has consistently brought to the forefront the priorities, concerns, and developmental aspirations of the global South. The G7 summit under the French presidency has chosen some key priorities for the current year. In broad terms, these are reducing excessive macroeconomic imbalances and fostering shared growth, renewing international partnerships and development solidarity, strengthening the resilience of critical mineral value chains, protecting miners online, settling major geopolitical crises, to work on the fight against organized crime and illicit flows, etc. It is pertinent to mention that India was invited to several of the G7 tracks this year. EAM attended the G7 foreign ministers meeting at Paris earlier this year. On the sidelines of the summit, the Prime Minister is also expected to hold bilateral meetings and discussions with the G7 countries, partner countries, and international organizations. Some of the countries invited for the summit include Republic of Korea, Kenya, Brazil, and Egypt as partner countries. Other invited international organizations include the World Bank, the African Development Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and OECD. On the other elements of the visit to France, including on the Bharat Innovates in Nice and Vivatech in Paris, and bilateral with French President, my colleague, Additional Secretary Europe West, Sri Priyush Srivastava,
Ahead of the scheduled launch of commercial flights on June 15, a final operational readiness turnaround trial was successfully conducted at Noida International Airport, Diwar, in collaboration with Indigo Airlines and other partner agencies. Plans are now in place to begin regular commercial flight services from June 15, 2026. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone for the airport on November 25, 2021. The Noida International Airport at Diwar is poised to become one of the country's largest airports in the future. In the first phase, a runway and a modern passenger terminal have been constructed, boasting an annual capacity of approximately 15 million, 1.2 crore passengers. Following future expansions, this capacity is projected to exceed 70 million, 7 crore passengers. Consequently, the airport is set to emerge as a major aviation and economic hub, serving not only Delhi NCR but the entire western Uttar Pradesh region. The trial was conducted to assess the airport's operational arrangements, technical systems and coordination among the various agencies involved.
कर रहे हैं प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी और जेवर एयरपोर्ट कैसे जब हम आर्थिक विकास की बात करते हैं क्योंकि हाईवेज आरवेज और ये मल्टी मॉडल तर्ज पर बना हुआ एयरपोर्ट ग्रीनफील्ड परियोजनाओं में से एक है और इस मल्टी मॉडल प्रणाली के अंतर्गत जिस तरह से इसे बनाया गया है कि इसकी कनेक्टिविटी जो है वो लास्ट माइल कनेक्टिविटी बताई जा रही है और एयरपोर्ट के लिहाज से अत्याधुनिक सुविधाओं से इसे लैस बताया जा रहा है। प्रधानमंत्री कहीं ना कहीं यहाँ पर इस जब प्रथम चरण का
The Supreme Court has refused to grant an interim stay on the ongoing Rajya Sabha election process in Madhya Pradesh and declined to restrain authorities from declaring the results. According to the counsel representing BJP's Rajya Sabha candidate from Madhya Pradesh, Mahesh Kivat, Advocate Sanket Gupta on Thursday said the court has agreed to list a plea by Congress leader Meenakshi Natarajan, challenging the rejection of nomination papers on June 12. The statement comes after the apex court heard a mention of the matter by Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who is representing Meenakshi Natarajan.
Was mentioned by Abhishek Manu Singhvi ji before the Honorable Court, but Honorable Court refused to intervene in the election process, and when Abhishek Manu Singhvi ji asked for any kind of interim stay on that, Honorable Court refused to intervene in the election process. Now on the mentioning, the court has said we will hear you tomorrow, but the court has said clearly, court has not passed any kind of interim order of stay today, and the court has not said that we will not intervene in the election process.
So Abhishek Manu Singhvi also pressed for the stay application. What observation and any direction?
There is no direction issued, but the court said we are not passing any kind of interim order in this. No interim order is passed on this.
So whom you are appearing before?
I was appearing for the Mahesh Kivat ji, who is a candidate of Rajya Sabha from BJP.
We'll take a short break. Keep watching.
Want to build a career in hotel management? Choosing the right career path can be confusing. SIHM Dimapur offers structured hospitality education and job-oriented programs. 3 years degree course in hospitality and hotel administration. Degree awarded by Jawaharlal Nehru University. For the 1.5-year diploma course in food production and F&B service, as well as 6 months craftsmanship course in food and beverage services. The certificates are awarded by National Council for Hotel Management and Catering Technology, an autonomous body of Ministry of Tourism Government of India. SIHM Dimapur. Admissions open for academic year 2026 to 27.
यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन एवं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री योगी आदित्यनाथ जी के संकल्पों से आज उत्तर प्रदेश जैव विविधता, जल एवं पर्यावरण को संरक्षण देने वालों में अग्रणी है। प्रदेश सरकार के संकल्प का सुखद प्रतिफल है कि विगत 9 वर्षों में राज्य में रिकॉर्ड 242 करोड़ से अधिक पौधारोपण किया जा चुका है। हरित आवरण में लगभग 3.5 लाख एकड़ की वृद्धि हुई है। इसी का सुफल है कि आज प्रदेश का लगभग 10% भूभाग वनों एवं वृक्षों से आच्छादित है। प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य से परिपूर्ण रामसर साइट प्रदेश की ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन की गाथा बयान कर रहा है। प्रत्येक जनपद में अमृत वन पर्यावरण को संजीवनी प्रदान कर रहे हैं। यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री जी की प्रेरणा से शुरू हुआ एक पेड़ माँ के नाम का अभियान अब जन आंदोलन का रूप ले चुका है।
Welcome back. A 24-year-old woman employed at Shanti Niketan Medical College was found dead inside a hostel room on the institution's campus in Tripura's West District in the early hours of Thursday. The deceased, identified as Manisha Das, was discovered hanging in a locked room around 1 a.m., prompting an immediate response from Amtali Police. Sub-Divisional Police Officer SDPO Paramita Pandey said a police team led by officer in charge of Amtali Police Station reached the spot soon after receiving information about the incident. A forensic team, dog squad and an executive magistrate were also called in to assist the investigation. According to police, initial findings indicate a suspected case of suicide as the room was locked from the inside. The door was reportedly broken open by students, staff members and nurses after repeated attempts to contact her failed. Investigators have learned that the woman was involved in a dispute with a friend shortly before her death. One individual has been detained for questioning and police are examining all possible angles.
আনুমানিক একটা নাগাদ আমতলী থানাতে একটা ইনফরমেশন আসে যে শান্তি নিকেতন যে মেডিকেল কলেজটা আছে সেই কলেজেরই একজন মহিলা স্টাফ সেটা হোস্টেলের রুমে ওনাকে ঝুলন্ত অবস্থায় ফাঁসিতে ঝুলন্ত অবস্থায় পাওয়া গেছে। তো ইনফরমেশনটা থানাতে আসার সঙ্গে সঙ্গে আমতলী থানার থেকে অফিসার ইনক্লুডিং ওসি আমতলী যে ঘটনাস্থলে ওরা ছুটে যায়। পুলিশ যাওয়ার পরে পুলিশের রিকুইজিশন মূলে ফরেন্সিক টিম, ডগ স্কোয়াড, তারপর এক্সিকিউটিভ ম্যাজিস্ট্রেট ওরাও ঘটনাস্থলে আসে। ঘটনাস্থলে এসে ঘটনাকে ভালোভাবে আমরা প্রাথমিক তদন্ত করা হয়েছে। তো এখন পর্যন্ত প্রাথমিক তদন্তে যেটা আমাদের কাছে পুলিশের কাছে যেটা এখন পর্যন্ত বোঝা গেছে প্রাথমিকভাবে এটা একটা সুইসাইডাল কেস হতে পারে। কারণ যে রুমটা যে রুমের দুটিটা ঝুলন্ত অবস্থায় ছিল সেই রুমের দরজাটা ভেতর দিক থেকে লাগানো ছিল। তো সেই দরজাটাকে হোস্টেলেরই কিছু স্টুডেন্টস, গার্ডস, স্টাফ ওরা মিলে দরজাটাকে বাইরের থেকে খোলা হয়েছে। বাইরের থেকে খুলে যখন ওরা দেখেছে যে স্টাফ যে মহিলাটা উনি ফাঁসিতে ঝুলন্ত অবস্থায় আছে। অ্যাকর্ডিংলি আমরা আর জানতে পেরেছি যে ওনার কালকে রাত্রে মহিলাটার একটা ওর ফ্রেন্ড ছিল, ফ্রেন্ডের সাথে একটু ঘটনা ফাঁসিতে ঝোলার আগে ওর সাথে একটু ঝগড়াঝাটি হয়েছিল, সেটাও আমরা খতিয়ে দেখছি। এবং যে একজন আমরা ডিটেইনও করেছি ইন্টারোগেশন করার জন্য যদি কিছু পাওয়া যায়। আর বাকি যেটা ডিটেলসে আমরা পোস্টমর্টম রিপোর্টটা হাতে আসলে আমরা বাকিটা বলতে পারবো। এই যে অলরেডি আপনাকে বললাম প্রাথমিকভাবে আমরা পোস্টমর্টম রিপোর্ট এখন আমরা হাতে পাইনি। তো প্রাথমিকভাবে পুলিশের তদন্তে বা আমরা যারা টিমের তদন্তে ওইটুকু বোঝা গেছে যেহেতু দরজাটা বাইরের থেকে খোলা হয়েছে, দরজাটা লাগানো ছিল ভেতর থেকে, সব প্রাথমিকভাবে আমাদের কাছে এটা একটা সুইসাইডাল কেস লাগছে। বাকিটা আমরা পোস্টমর্টম রিপোর্ট আসলে আমরা ক্লিয়ারলি আপনাদেরকে জানিয়ে দিতে পারবো।
A court in Tripura's Kowai district has summoned Trinamool Congress TMC leaders, including Party National General Secretary and MP Abhishek Banerjee, Rajya Sabha MP Dola Sen and MLA Kunal Ghosh in connection with a 2021 case involving alleged misbehavior with police personnel and an attempt to vandalize a police station. Public prosecutor Abhijit Patarjarji said that a case was registered after an incident in Kowai in 2021 when several TMC leaders and supporters allegedly misbehaved with the officer in charge of Kowai police station and attempted to damage police station property. Police subsequently filed a case and submitted a charge sheet before the court.
বিগত 2021 সনে তৎকালীন সময় কোভিড চলছিল, সেই সময় তৃণমূলের 14 জন সমর্থককে স্পেসিফিক কেসে খোয়াই থানার পুলিশ আধিকারিকরা অ্যারেস্ট করেন এবং মাননীয় আদালতে প্রেরণ করেন। সেই অ্যারেস্টের সময় তৎকালীন পশ্চিমবঙ্গের শিক্ষামন্ত্রী ব্রাত্য বসু, অভিষেক ব্যানার্জি, দোলা সেন, কুণাল ঘোষ সহ আরো অনেক সমর্থক খোয়াই থানাতে এসে খোয়াই থানার পুলিশ আধিকারিকের সঙ্গে অভব্য আচরণ করেন এবং ভাঙচুরের প্রচেষ্টা করেন। সেই মোতাবেক ওদের বিরুদ্ধে পুলিশ আধিকারিক স্পেসিফিক কেস রুজু করে মাননীয় চিফ জুডিশিয়াল ম্যাজিস্ট্রেট খোয়াইতে প্রেরণ করেন। তৎকালীন চিফ জুডিশিয়াল ম্যাজিস্ট্রেট মাননীয় ধর্মেন্দ্র দাস মহোদয় কগনিজেন্স গ্রহণ করে এই মোকদ্দমায় ওদের বিরুদ্ধে সমন জারি করেন, যার কেস নাম্বার PRC SP 16/2022। এই মোকদ্দমায় প্রকাশ করা আবশ্যক মাননীয় ব্রাত্য বসু মহাশয়কে উনি এই মোকদ্দমা চ্যালেঞ্জ করে ডিভিশন করেন মাননীয় আগরতলা হাইকোর্টে। মাননীয় আগরতলা হাইকোর্ট উনাকে এই মোকদ্দমা থেকে অব্যাহতি দেন। উনি ছাড়া কুণাল ঘোষ, অভিষেক ব্যানার্জি, দোলা সেন সহ আরো কয়েকজনের বিরুদ্ধে সমন জারি হয়। লাস্ট কোর্ট থেকে রিমাইন্ডার দেওয়া হয় 27/4/2026 ওরা যেন খোয়াই কোর্টে এসে হাজির হয়।
The Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) has secured all 3 Rajya Sabha seats from Madhya Pradesh after its candidates Rajneesh Agrawal, Tarun Chugh and Mahesh Kiwat were elected unopposed in the 2026 Rajya Sabha elections. The development came after the nomination of Congress candidate Meenakshi Natharanjan was rejected during scrutiny, effectively clearing the path for BJP's candidates. Following the completion of the nomination withdrawal process, there were no remaining challengers in the fray, resulting in the 3 BJP nominees being declared elected without a contest. The victorious candidates later received their certificates of election at the Madhya Pradesh Assembly complex. The 3 candidates displayed their certificates of election after receiving them from the returning officer at the state assembly premises. The political equation for the Rajya Sabha election, originally scheduled for voting on June 18, changed dramatically when Congress candidate Meenakshi Natharanjan's nomination was rejected by the returning officer during the scrutiny process. Returning officer Arvind Sharma accepted the objection raised by the BJP and declared the nomination invalid. According to the BJP, Natharanjan had allegedly failed to disclose details of pending case in Telangana in her nomination papers, which made the filing incomplete and liable for rejection. We'll take another short break. Keep watching.
यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन एवं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री योगी आदित्यनाथ जी के संकल्पों से आज उत्तर प्रदेश जैव विविधता, जल एवं पर्यावरण को संरक्षण देने वालों में अग्रणी है। प्रदेश सरकार के संकल्प का सुखद प्रतिफल है कि विगत 9 वर्षों में राज्य में रिकॉर्ड 242 करोड़ से अधिक पौधारोपण किया जा चुका है। हरित आवरण में लगभग 3.5 लाख एकड़ की वृद्धि हुई है। इसी का सुफल है कि आज प्रदेश का लगभग 10% भूभाग वनों एवं वृक्षों से आच्छादित है। प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य से परिपूर्ण रामसर साइट प्रदेश की ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन की गाथा बयान कर रहा है। प्रत्येक जनपद में अमृत वन पर्यावरण को संजीवनी प्रदान कर रहे हैं। यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री जी की प्रेरणा से शुरू हुआ एक पेड़ मां के नाम का अभियान अब जन आंदोलन का रूप ले चुका है।
Welcome back. India has lodged a strong protest with the United States following an attack on the Palau-flagged tanker empty Settlebello near the Strait of Hormuz off the coast of Oman, in which 3 Indian seafarers lost their lives. Addressing a media briefing, MEA spokesperson Randy Jaiswal conveyed deepest concerns over the incident, formally registering a strong protest. Jaiswal stated that the attacks were carried out by U.S. Navy personnel deployed in the region. He also clarified that the vessels involved in the incidents were foreign-flagged ships and not Indian-owned nor Indian-flagged.
As I had said, that we attach high importance to the welfare and well-being of our seafaring community. As you know, that we have a large seafaring community which is spread across the world. We also have a large number of seafarers who are there in in Persian Gulf and in West Asia, and we are in touch with through our embassy and through Ministry of Shipping to ensure their welfare and well-being. When this particular attack happened on the ship Settlebello, we lodged a strong protest with the American side. We called in the American CDA, and he was conveyed our deepest concerns on the ongoing incidents of attacks. As also we registered a strong protest with them. We conveyed that the welfare of our seafaring community is very important, and the attacks that are happening must stop. We also conveyed that that dialogue and diplomacy is the way forward for peaceful resolution of the conflict, and that there should be unimpeded access through the Strait of Hormuz in keeping with international law. So we made our position very clear on each of these points, while reiterating how important the lives of our people are, their welfare and safety. Yes, Saurabh, to answer your question, these attacks came from the U.S. U.S. Navy that is stationed there. As you would have seen in the various reports, as also in what was clarified through our statements and otherwise from this podium, the 3 ships that have been involved in the incidents are foreign flagged. So one was sorry, 2 of them are Palau flagged, and the third one, which came under attack today, is Guinea flagged. So that is, they are not Indian-owned ships; they are all foreign flagged ships. I also understand that 2 of them are OFAC sanctioned ships, and one of them also is in the category of non-compliant ship. So that you must bear in mind.
Odisha Additional Chief Secretary for Electronics and Information Technology Vishal Kumar Dev on Wednesday highlighted the progress made under a collaborative initiative with Singapore in the field of Fintech and digital skills development. Referring to the Memorandum of Understanding signed last year with the Global Finance and Technology Network of Monetary Authority of Singapore during the Singapore President's visit to Bhubaneswar, Dev said the partnership was aimed at advancing key objectives in the technology and finance sector. He noted that the first cohort of around 300 students, including BCom and BSc graduates, has successfully completed the 5-month training program. According to Dev, nearly 100 participants have already secured placements with reputed organizations, receiving competitive salary packages.
We had signed the MOU with the Global Finance and Technology Network of the Monetary Authority of Singapore last year during the visit of the Honorable President of Singapore to Bhubaneswar. There were 3 objectives back then. One was that we create a pool of manpower which is trained in fintech tools, with the relevant knowledge of fintech industry. The second was to develop Bhubaneswar as a fintech hub. And the third was, of course, to organize events which get Bhubaneswar in the limelight as far as the fintech industry in the world is concerned. So on all 3 fronts, I think we've been very successful. The first cohort of about 300 students, and these are all normal BCom, BSc graduates. They graduated after the 5-month program. Very happy to share that 100 of them have already got placed with good jobs, good salaries, and only yesterday, one of the boys who graduated from this 5-month program has got a job of about 6.5 lakhs per annum. So for a start, I think it is brilliant. On the second pillar of making Bhubaneswar a fintech destination, again there has been significant progress. We have already got a few proposals. We have shown them spaces, and companies like MUFG, one of the largest banks of Japan, SMBC, Surfin, etc. They are all keen on coming and setting up offices here. So that work is also on track. And the third was to bring Bhubaneswar in the limelight as far as the fintech world is concerned. You are aware that we had organized a Black Swan Summit earlier this year, which was a huge success. The Honorable President of India graced the...
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV. Good night.
Copy that. Yes, I'm in his makeup room. Yes, I'll get the dialogues done. Okay.